Thank you for all being here tonight. Welcome to Comfort Yoga. I'm Allison and I'm here with Sebda.
Hi, everybody.
So I think, I return to this theme a lot, but I just like thinking about when you show up to your mat that you're not just showing up for yourself, but you're really showing up for a lot of people. And I did a little survey of the Comfort Yoga community, and it's just nice to think about how far our reach is. So we go from down in LA, all the way up through San Francisco, up to Oregon, then across to Idaho, Ohio, Michigan, and then all down the East Coast from Boston to New Jersey, down to North and South Carolina, through Minnesota, I forgot, and Iowa, actually. So it's nice to think about all these spots we're hitting, and we're even hitting across the Atlantic Ocean. We have someone in London who's done some of our classes, and then a few people in France. So it's just nice to think in this challenging time how we're kind of just kind of sending out opposite vibes, these positive vibes going out through all the US and then across the Atlantic. So just thinking about that as we're taking care of ourselves, how much we're helping our community and throughout the US and even in Europe. I just think it's a nice thought that it's not just for us as individuals, but for a bigger community. So with that, I kind of want to do a similar practice to what we've been doing with some flow, and we're just going to be adding some twists today. So just be wherever you're at and do whatever feels comfortable. But we're going to kind of, again, flow with it, like we've been in the last few classes. Okay, so let's get started. Let's leave the day behind, come to a comfortable seated position. Maybe your hands are resting on your knees. Just kind of coming into your breath here. Just letting everything go, whatever's happened so far. Not thinking about later tonight, later today, tomorrow, just right here on your mat. Just kind of coming into your breath, coming into this moment. And as always, to help us do that, we can start to focus on our breathing. So we're gonna just breathe in and out through our nose. And as I always remind us, there's a slight constriction on the exhale, so sounding kind of like the ocean sound. So as you inhale and then exhale, kind of, some people describe it as like a Darth Vader sound on the exhale. And you can feel it when you're in a bigger yoga room with a lot of yogis. You're really hearing that breath carrying you through from other people. So now when we're kind of practicing on our own, it's nice to have your breath that you're listening to kind of ground you in this moment right now. So it's just kind of in silence, just take a few moments coming into that breath. And as you're ready, let's open our eyes. I know some people have been feeling a lot of tightness in their necks and their shoulders, so we'll just do a little stretching in those areas. So let's bring our right shoulder to our right ear, and then bring your head slightly forward. So you have your ear over your shoulder, and now bring it just a little bit forward, and you'll feel a really nice stretch right here. So it's just a little bit more forward than right over your shoulder. You can even lengthen your left arm out, so really creating that nice stretch in your neck all the way down your arm. And then you can slowly bring your head forward, and then bring your left ear over your left shoulder. And then just bring your head a little bit more forward, and you'll feel this really nice stretch on your right side. And then if you want, bring that right arm alongside to create even a bigger stretch all along the side body. If you want, just rolling your head just really slowly from one side to the other. You can kind of feel your upper back muscles lengthening in your neck. So just making this feel good wherever you need to go right now to relieve some tension. And let's bring our left hand outside our right knee and just do a gentle twist. So kind of opening up the spine here. Your spine is really long and then you're twisting it a little bit. Again, coming into your breath. So you should be hearing your breath. And coming back to center, the outside of your right hand, outside of your left knee. Twisting here, back of your neck is really long, crown of your head reaching up to the sky. So coming back to center, let's just do a gentle lean forward. So walking your hands forward, kind of lengthening your lower back. And then let's walk our hands over to the right. So you have this nice stretch along your left side body. And then coming back to center, walking your hands to the left, so a nice stretch along your right side body. And then coming back to center. Maybe shrugging your shoulders up and then down your back. So again, feeling your shoulder blades coming together behind you, kind of opening up your chest here. So we're really used to being like this all day and stressed and at our desk or whatever we're doing. So opening up your chest. Okay, and let's come to standing. Bring your feet apart. And let's just open up our spine from side to side. So just gentle twists from side to side. Okay, so we're going to work on the kind of flow we've been doing in the last few times. So we're just going to flow this. These are like half sun salutations. So we're just standing in place, feet hips width apart. So really grounded in the floor. And reach up, inhale. And exhale, bend in your knees. You're going to reach all the way down. So it's our first forward fold. Let's just hang here for a few breaths. So you have a nice bend in your knees, so to release your lower back. And just really letting yourself hang heavy. So your head should feel really heavy, like a bowling ball. You can sway from side to side, so it's opening up the backs of your legs, shaking out your head, maybe rolling your shoulders. So now we're going to come up halfway, so our hands are to our knees, so I'll do it parallel, so halfway, and then exhale, fold forward. Then we're going to roll up, one vertebrae at a time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. So that's our flow sequence. So let's just do that 3 times together. We're going to inhale, or one movement to one breath to one movement. So just try as best as you can to flow through this, and you can go slower if you need to. So inhale up, exhale, fold forward. Inhale halfway, exhale, fold forward, and then we inhale all the way up, and then exhale, hands to your heart center. Beautiful. So 2 more times here. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale all the way up. Reach up tall. Exhale, hands to your heart center. So do it once more. I'll just prompt you with inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, reach up, exhale, hands to your heart center. Beautiful. So let's just close our eyes, stand here for a few moments. Feeling like we're waking up our bodies. Maybe feeling a little bit more steady than we felt all day. Just feeling really grounded and supported. Feeling really balanced between your 2 feet. Shoulders down your back. Inhaling here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, so that's a half sun salutation. So now we're going to start integrating our warriors into this. So we're going to inhale up. Exhale, fold forward. Plant your hands. Our right foot stays forward and bring our left leg back. So staying here in a low lunge. So just breathing into this. Maybe rocking back and forth, opening your hips. And then as you're ready, bring your 2 palms down and we'll step into our high plank. So let's just hold this for a few breaths. So you don't want to have your hips up, you should be in a long plank. So your belly's really engaged, really supporting your lower spine, lower spine. Feeling like you're in a straight plank. And then exhale, bending your shoulders, come down all the way. Inhale, come up, cobra. And then exhale, let's come into downward facing dog. So breathing here for 5 breaths. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 3 more breaths. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 1 more deep breath, and then let's step our right foot forward. We're going to come into our warrior 1. So your back foot is 45 degrees. So pointing halfway out, and then your front foot is really straight, and you're bending your front knee into so your front knee is over your front ankle, finding your steadiness, and then when you're ready, bring your arms up. So coming up into our first warrior 1. So bring your belly in, really engaging your belly to feel supported in your lower spine, shoulders down your back, beautiful. So finding some lightness here. For 3, for 2, and then let's open up into our warrior 2. So stepping that back foot back a little, it's parallel to the back of your mat, and then leaning into that front leg. So you're kind of leaning into this even deeper. It's our first one, so it's okay that it feels tight, just breathing into it. Maybe bring your palms up, create some lightness in your shoulders. Breathing here. For 3, for 2, for 1, let's inhale, lean back. You're still leaning into your front knee. So we're leaning backwards. So your left arm is up, perfect. You're still having your bent knee hasn't moved. So you're really challenging yourself to stay in that warrior 2 position. You're leaning back, and then your right arm comes to your right thigh, and you come forward. And then let's come back into our warrior 2. So see, can you sink a little bit deeper? For 3, for 2, for 1, and then exhale, let it all go. Step back into your downward facing dog. So stay here if that feels good. Come down to hands and knees for 3 breaths. And then as you're ready, we're going to step our left foot forward, your back foot plants, and you're coming back into that warrior 1 on the other side. So again, your hip points are working towards being forward. They're not going to be totally forward, but that's where they're moving towards. Maybe stepping that back foot out a little bit more here so you feel supported. Yeah. Moving your hip towards forward. And then leaning into that front knee over your front ankle. Beautiful. Breathing here. Okay, and then we're ready. We're gonna open up into that warrior two. So you step your back foot back a little bit, parallel to the back of your mat, and then breathe into this. So again, try and find some lightness. Even when it doesn't feel that light, see if you can find some lightness. And then keeping your legs exactly where they are, don't move them. Just move your arms backwards. You're leaning back. So again, leaning forward in that leg, leaning back with your arms. Breathing here. For 3, for 2, for 1, and then left arm. We might be on different sides. Left arm on left thigh, or whatever your front thigh is. And then reaching forward with that top arm. For 3, for 2, for 1, and then we come back into our warrior two. Sink a little bit deeper, just challenge yourself. Can you go a little bit deeper? For 3, for 2, breathing. Beautiful. 1. Okay, coming up. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Okay, so we're going to flow with that sequence. We're going to put it all together. So just have fun with it. Breathe. 1 breath to 1 movement. And if you want to go slower, that's totally fine too. Okay, so we're going to step our right foot forward. Inhale, reach up, warrior 1. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, warrior 2. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, we're going to go right into the other side. Left foot forward, inhale, reach up, feel really tall. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, warrior 2, a little bit deeper. And then exhale, let it all go. Downward facing dog. Okay, so we're just going to take 2 long breaths here and then do that whole flow again. So we're just getting all the juices flowing right now. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Okay. As you're ready, inhale, step your right foot forward, coming into that warrior 1 again. Warrior 1. Open. Warrior 2. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, coming back, warrior 2. And then exhale, let it all go. Downward facing dog. Inhale, other side, left foot forward, reach up, really strong. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, come back up. And then exhale, let it all go, downward facing dog. Okay, so slowing down your breath here, coming back to your breath. So we're just going to do 1 more of those. We call them dancing warriors, just kind of putting that whole sequence together. I'll just prompt us with inhale and exhale, but just follow at your own pace. So we're going to just put it all together. Inhale, step forward, come up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come back. And then exhale, let it all go. As you're ready, inhale, left foot forward, come up. Inhale. And then exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come up. And then exhale, let it all go. Beautiful. So coming back to our downward facing dog. So 5 breaths. You can do downward facing dog. You can do child's pose. Whatever you need to come back to your breath. Slowing your breath down. So again, listening to that inhale, match your exhale. For 5. For 4. For 3. For 2. For 1. Perfect. So let's come back into our downward facing dog. Let's set that right foot forward and come back into our warrior 1. And then let's open up warrior two. So we're going to straighten that front leg. We're going to come into triangle pose. So we're really straightening that front leg. You're going to reach forward and then rotate down. Kind of like your legs are staying exactly where they are and you rotate down. This could be if you have a water bottle or a block. It's a nice place to put your hands so you feel more supported. You could always use a block if you want. A water bottle. To kind of have something to press down into. So you're feeling that really nice lengthening in your inner right thigh. So breathing here for 3, for 2. Okay, so we're going to stay in this pose. And now we're going to come into half moon. This is our balancing pose. So you're going to bring your weight into that front leg. Use your water bottle or your block to kind of reach the floor unless you can reach the floor. And then you're bringing your back leg up. So you're kind of opening up like this. Beautiful. So just, if you want to bring your gaze down, that helps with balance. More challenging is bringing your gaze up. Breathing here. For 3, for 2, for 1. Beautiful. So we're going to bring our back foot down. We're going to come up and you're going to square your stance. So your feet, front foot forward, your back foot is out a little bit. And you can clasp your hands behind your back. If you're more flexible, you could do like a reverse prayer or clasp your hands. And we're just going to fold forward over that front leg. And you can give a slight bend to your front leg. So fold forward here. Letting your head hang. Okay, so we're going to do something a little bit more challenging. So now in your left hand, your right foot is forward, right leg is forward. In your left hand, you're going to take your water bottle, your block. Bring it down a little bit ahead of your front foot to the left. So you're going to bring your hand down here and then open up towards the right. So you're doing a twisting triangle. So we're opening up to the other side. Beautiful. So you're keeping your hips square, so they're still square, and then you're twisting your spine. Beautiful. So feeling really steady here. This is one of these challenging twisting poses. For 3, for 2, and then we're just going to try this. You're going to bring your weight in your front leg, and you're just keeping everything the same, but bring your left leg up. So you're twisting. So bring your left leg up as much as you can. Stay with it. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Okay, let's hang forward. Just letting it all go. Breathing here. Just maybe swaying from side to side. You could bring opposite hand to opposite elbow. Just letting it all go. And then remembering we have a whole other side to go through. So let's come back into downward facing dog. I'll face this way. So come back to your downward facing dog, and we're going to step our left foot forward this time. So coming back into warrior 1 with your left foot forward. So you're coming up warrior 1, and opening out warrior 2. So you're in that really strong warrior pose. You're going to straighten your front leg. So feel really balanced. And then you're just going to stretch that left hand forward and then rotate it like a clock, like 2 hands on a clock. And again, you can take like a water bottle to bring the floor closer to you. So tucking your belly in here, opening up your chest for 3, for 2, for 1, and then we're going to do our half moon pose. So again, bring your weight into that front leg, hand to floor to block, and then right leg up. So just slowly making your way into this half moon pose. So you're really opening up your hips to the right. So one hip is kind of on top of the other one. For 3, for 2, for 1, great. Okay, let's come back down. We're gonna bring our right foot up a little bit so you're facing forward, your hips are facing straight. And then hands clasped behind your back, maybe the clasp that feels uncomfortable. So we're changing our clasp, and then you're just gonna lean forward over that front leg. Really letting your head feel heavy. Just letting everything go here. And then coming back up. Again, we're gonna bring our bottle into our right hand today. Now, place it a little ahead of your left foot to the right. And you're gonna open that left arm up to the out to the left. So you're really opening up. So nice twist, like right in the middle and upper spine now. Breathing here. And then we're gonna step that right hand further forward and then bring that right leg up a little bit. And then keep that twist. Try and open up into that twist. For 3, for 2, for 1, beautiful. Okay, let's hang forward. Let's just let it all go. Just shake that head out, roll your shoulders, whatever you need to kind of just let it all go. Just realizing these poses feel hard, but they don't last that long, so. Okay, and then as you're ready, let's all come slowly all the way up. So again, finding this mountain pose, really strong pose, grounding your feet into the floor, shoulders down your back. Just taking a few moments here. And then we're gonna do a little bit more twisting. So you're gonna bring your feet together. We're gonna come into that chair pose. So it is a challenging pose. We're sitting way back. So bring your hips down as far as you can, sitting into that chair and then reaching your arms out. So find that more of your weight should be in your heels, making it a little bit more challenging. Maybe bring up your, lift your toes up. So sticking with this for 3, for 2, and then we're gonna add something. We're gonna bring our hands to heart center, and then we're gonna twist over to the right. So you're hooking that back of your left shoulder to on the outside of your right knee. So you're twisting here, opening up. You're really pressing in palm to kind of open your chest up. Breathing here for 3, for 2, for 1. Let's stay with it. Stay in chair pose. Lift your arms up. Hands to heart center. Let's twist over to the left. Just breathe through it. It hurts, but we can breathe through it. For 3, for 2, for 1. Beautiful. Okay, 2 more breaths here. Inhale, sink a little deeper, and then let it all go. Beautiful. Whew. Okay. Okay, so just coming back to your breath. Kind of not making a big deal out of it, just coming back to your breath here. Okay, so let's just do a pose for fun that I love doing. It's challenging, but we can fall out of it and it's fine. So putting your weight into your right foot, and then let's bring our left knee up. You could stay with your left knee, or you could bring your left finger to your left big toe. And just standing here, kind of grab that left big toe if you can, finding that long spine. And then see, can I extend it? Even if your leg is a little bent, if it's not completely straight, that's okay. So your spine should be long, you shouldn't be leaning forward. Just put more bend in your knee. That's what's happening. And then can we open up? So just be where you're at. You fall out of it, it's fine. Bring your right arm out and feel like, yes, this is yoga. For 3, for 2. Beautiful. Coming back to center. Whew. Okay. We're having fun tonight. Okay, bring your left knee, your weight into your left leg. And then again, you could always do this just grasping your knee. Or grab your big toe. Find your balance first. Tall spine, belly engaged. So really feel steady here. And then try and lengthen your leg. You still might have a bend in it, and that's fine. Try and have a straight back. And when you're ready, open it up. So feel really strong here. Really engaging your standing leg. Finding that point of focus for 3, for 2, for 1. Beautiful. Okay, let's let it all go. Okay, let's hang forward, just letting it all go. Maybe sway a little bit. Maybe bending your knees to create more space in your lower back. You could grab your hands behind your knees to kind of lengthen that stretch in your back. Rocking your head from side to side. Okay, so let's make our way all the way down to the floor. So bring our hips all the way down. Let's just do boat pose here. So just strengthening a bit of our abs. So you're gonna sit back on your hips and then bring your legs up. So your feet are together, knees are almost together, and then you're sitting back. So really straight spine as much as you can. And then you can hold behind your legs, or you could lengthen your arms. Just really engaging that belly. Your back is as straight as you can, so you're not rounding here. For 3, for 2, for 1. Okay, just let it go. Let's just do one more of those. So coming into a strong boat pose for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Beautiful. Okay, let's come into a butterfly pose. So just bring your bottoms of your feet together. And then sitting on the front of your sit bones. And kind of just really leaning forward here. You can push your knees down and apart with your elbows. So creating more of a stretch here. Then let's lengthen our legs. You're gonna keep your right knee in. Let's do one more stretch here. So bring your left arm up. You're gonna twist. So hooking that left elbow outside of your right knee. So again, your shoulders are down. They're not hunched up next to your neck. Back of your neck is really long. And then doing a bit of a counter pose, so twisting just gently to the other side. And then lengthening your leg and bringing your left knee in. So now your right elbow goes outside of your left knee. You're twisting, and so your long leg is still really engaged. Your right foot is flexed. Twisting here. Again, feel your shoulders down your back. And then let's do our pigeon pose, because I feel like a lot of us have really tight hips, especially if we're running a lot to get energy out, or you're sitting a lot. So if pigeon is okay, that's good. But if you have sensitive knees, you can do like Sauda, who's going to do it on her back. So if you have sensitive knees, you would go on your back and do a figure 4. So you'd bring your right shin over your left knee, and then you'd start pulling in that right thigh towards you, and kind of, threading your arms through on each side of your leg and pulling that leg towards you as you kind of push that knee away from you. So you should feel a nice stretch on your right side. If you want to do pigeon, your right leg or right calf is parallel or close to parallel. It can be more towards you if that feels more accessible, because making it parallel is pretty hard. And then your left leg is extended behind you. And you want to feel like your right hip is on the floor. So that might be more accessible if you bring that right calf more towards you. So your right leg is really long behind you, and then you fold over it. So this can be really pretty intense. You kind of just need to stick with it, let your body open into it, and realize that you're working through all the tight hip muscles that you're using sitting, running. So just breathing here. Again, you're not losing your breath here, so you're still sticking with your breath. That kind of still keeps you in the moment, not thinking about what's coming up, just really right now. And your breath can also help you open into this. So even if it feels tight, it might help you let go a little bit and go deeper into the pose. And you're welcome, if pigeon doesn't feel good, to just switch to your back, which basically just gives you the same benefits. And then as you're ready, let's slowly come out of it. Either if you're on the floor, you stand on the floor, and let's go on our other side. And then if you're pigeon, bring that right leg back. Slowly working that left leg forward. So your left foot is on the right side of your mat, and then you're bringing your knee over the left side. Again, it's probably not parallel to the front of your mat. You're working towards that, but you really want this hip, this left hip, to be down on the floor. So maybe your leg is more towards your calf. Your right leg is really long behind you, and then you're folding over it. Folding over your front leg. And you could find that one side is much tighter than the other one, that you're kind of asymmetrical. So just breathing into it. Just seeing where can you let go to go a little deeper into this. And using your breath to just stay here, not make a whole story about it, not get lost in thought, just staying here. Seeing, can I release a little bit more? Can I let go? Can I go a little bit deeper into this? So again, sticking with your breath. Can you go a little bit deeper here? Can you let go of something to let you go? To let you go a little bit deeper into this pose. And as you're ready, let's come up. And let's come back into seated, a nice comfortable seated position, just cross-legged. And it's nice close to the end of a practice to kind of come into a pose that we started with and see, have I like stretched out a little bit more? Like, have I released stuff that it feels like you're coming into it a little bit more deeply than at the beginning of practice. So coming into that comfortable seat, and then let's just fold forward. And seeing, can you go a little bit further here? And it's really nice to let your head feel really heavy, so you're creating that length in the back of your neck. And then let's walk our hands over the right side. So again, feeling that stretch. Again, you're hearing that breath that's grounding you in right now. And let's come over to the left-hand side. So over that left knee, and then stretching that right arm out. And then coming back to center, can you go a little bit deeper? And coming up to seated. So we're gonna do an inversion. We're on our mats. If you have a wall near you, you can always bring your hips up to the wall and bring your legs up against the wall, which is a really nice way to finish practice, where you feel a lot more supported. Or you can just stay on your mat and do an inversion like this. So just coming onto your back and then bringing your legs up. So again, you could do this against the wall where your legs are supported against the wall, and then just stay here through Shavasana. So kind of feeling there's a lot of benefits to this pose of just letting everything flow in the opposite direction, so letting your blood flow in the complete opposite direction that it's used to flowing. And as you're ready, let's just bring our legs down. We're just going to do a final gentle twist. So bring your left knee in, twisting it over, bring it over to the right. And then you want your shoulders close to both being on the floor. So maybe your knees not all the way onto the floor, and that's okay. So just a gentle twist here. And coming back to center, bring your right knee in, and then bring your right knee over to the left. And then your shoulders are back on the floor. So your knee might not come all the way to the floor, and that's okay. So again, maybe closing your eyes now, but still bringing your mind's eye to your breath, still staying in the moment here. So not getting lost in any stories. Just staying with it, staying with your breath. And as you're ready, coming back to center, you can curl up into a tight ball, just squeezing everything together. Just giving yourself a hug. And then coming into your final resting pose, so Shavasana. So this is how we always finish our practice. Just letting your body absorb everything you did. So just taking a few moments to find a comfortable Shavasana for you. So that could be your knees are bent if that feels better on your back. You could even do it on your side. But being sure you don't skip this part, that you let your body absorb what we just did. So now we let our breath go. We just kind of rest in this moment. But you're still bringing a meditative aspect to this. You're not getting lost in your thoughts and what's going to happen next. You're still feeling really present on your mat. So just really still keeping your mind's eye focused on your breath, even if it's slowed down, just still following your breath in and out. Just feeling really heavy on the floor, feeling how supported you are from your crown of your head all the way to your feet, just letting it all go. Maybe you can do a quick body scan from your head all the way to your toes. Is there any place in your body that still feels tight where you could just release a little bit more? And as you're ready, just bring a little awareness to the sounds around you. Bring a little movement to your toes, to your fingers. Gently rocking your head from side to side. Just still keeping your eyes closed. So as you're ready, start to bring a little movement to your toes, to your fingers. Maybe take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Bring your head from side to side. And as you're ready, just taking a few more moments on your right side, bringing your forehead to the floor. And then gently pushing yourself up to seated, keeping your eyes closed here. Just staying with us for a few more moments. So coming back to that seated position. Feeling a little more calm, a little more light. Seeing if you've let some tension go. Can you release any more tension? And then bring your hands to your heart center, thanking yourself for taking you through this practice. And together we close saying namaste. Namaste.